Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of Magento 2 Multi-Vendor Marketplace MOIP Payment plugin. And in today's video tutorial, we'll be showing you the workflow of this particular payment gateway at the web store frontend for your Magento 2 Multi-Vendor Marketplace. And we'll be showing you how the customers can choose this particular payment method so as to make the payments for their orders that they want to place within your marketplace store. Apart from that, we'll also be showing you the backend configuration required for the same and the admins and the vendors end. And before we proceed further, let me tell you that this particular payment method is very useful for capturing the payments within the Brazil itself. And basically it allows you to use the MOIP payment for your marketplace store. And this particular marketplace MOIP payment splits the payment from the customer between the sellers and the admin. And it also splits up the invoices after the payments according to the respective sellers. So now let me take you to the web store front end where I've already logged into my customer account, and we'll be placing an order for a product first, and we'll see how we can choose the MOIP payment method at the checkout time. So here you can see that right now I'm logged into my account here. Let me select this particular product, that's the brown boots, to my cart, and let me go up, and I've added this particular product into my cart, and I'll be tapping here on the proceed to checkout button now. So this particular plugin, payment plugin, works for the Brazilian postal zip codes, and here we are on the checkout page right now. So I'll just log in once again. I think that I've just logged out of my custom account there. So let me enter my details here, and now I'll be entering my password. And now let me tap here on the sign in button, and now after sign in we'll again be redirected to the checkout page here, as you can see. And alright, two more products were there already, so I've also added those as well with this one. And you can see that right now the Brazilian address is basically selected by the customer, and if we scroll down we can choose our shipping method, and then we'll be able to make a checkout towards the payment section. So right now you can see that we have here these options. These are not included with the particular payment plugin itself. So these are some additional ones that are on this particular demo right now. So what I'll just be choosing a few ones here. So these are the date and time slots basically, and I'll be tapping here on the next button thereafter. Now here we are on the payment method page, as you can see, and on the right hand side we have our products, and here's our Brazilian address. Now here you can see that we have the option to use the MOIP credit card or the MOIP boleto. If I tap here, you can see that the expiration is being mentioned there, expired in 5 days. We also have the instruction like pay amount in any bank, and if I tap here on the MOIP credit card, we'll be able to see that we can make use of a credit card so as to make payment for this particular order. So let me paste the credit card number, and let me choose the expiry date. Let me enter the CVV number, and here as well the customers can basically make use of the EMIs as well. So if I check this option, we can choose from the available EMIs that can be used by the customers to make the payment of to make the payment itself. So according to the EMI, then the customer can now pay the monthly amount there, and here we just need to enter the name of the customer. So I'll just set it as test for the time being, and let me check out the EMI option here, and let me tap here on the place order button, and we have placed the order, and we can check the details of the order as well. And now let me show you how we can select the EMI there and how we can process the order as well. So for that what I'll do is I'll just go back to the home page of my web store, and from here I'll be choosing the product to add to my cart. And in the meantime, let's see the order that we just placed, the order number 330. And if I scroll down here, we can see the payment method that was used was the MOIP credit card. The type of the credit card was MasterCard, and the credit card number is also visible. The last 4 digits are visible to the customer. And here's the billing address of the customer, that's in Brazil itself. Now, let me do one thing. Let me reorder this particular order once again. That would be more useful, and I'll show you how we can select that particular EMI option there and the checkout time. So I'll just tap here for the press proceed to checkout bar, and we'll be making the payment for the $260. That's actually our order total. Now let's see what different EMIs are there available for the customer, and accordingly we'll choose one and then place the order thereafter. Alright, and here we are on the checkout. Address is selected, the products are here, and the shipping methods are being populated. So I'll just choose my shipping method, and this extra thing, that let me check that first so as to proceed further. And we are now redirected to the payment page here. So here is our order detail. So we saw how we can use the MOIP credit card, enter the details and place the order. Now we'll just enter the credit card number. I'll be choosing the details of my credit card. I'll be entering my CSV number. I'll tap this. Now we can choose the EMI plan as per our own requirement there. So let me choose the lowest one, and here I'll just enter my name as test, and then I'll tap here on the place order button. So we saw when we paid without using the EMI option there, and I showed you the order details there for the complete order amount that was paid. Now let's see how this particular order gets visible. Alright, the order has been placed. Let me check the order details. So the previous one was the order 330, this is 331. So here we can see that we had chosen the MOIP credit card. The credit card type is MasterCard, and the credit card number is visible. And here you can see the last 4 digits of the credit card as well. So that's how we can make use of the credit card and choose the EMI options at the checkout time, so as to not pay the complete amount at the same time. We'll break down the amount according to the set EMIs from the backend panel for this particular plugin, and then the Brazilian customer can choose his EMI and place the order as required. Now let's see how the marketplace vendors would be able to set up their MOIP data. So for that I've already logged into my marketplace seller account, as you can see on the left hand side. So this particular seller is also a customer, so I was just placing the orders using the customer account, and here we have the marketplace seller account. So after the installation of this particular plugin, here you can see that we have the MOIP washer option. So the seller just needs to tap that up, and that will bring up the configuration settings for the MOIP itself. And let's go to that page, and here we are on the MOIP Connect page. So here we have the MOIP token and the MOIP key, as you can see right now. So right now we are connected to the account, so that's why it's showing that your account is connected. Otherwise when it's not connected, you'll have this button here that would say connect account. Alright, let me show you that once in the user guide. Alright, so it would be something like this, as you can see right now, MOIP connected account. And now let's go back to MOIP, and after you tap on the connect account, there's a procedure that I'll just show you. So we tap here on the connect account. Thereafter we redirect to the Wirecard, and then we need to enter our credentials for our account at the Wirecard. And after login, we need to give the permission, and then we have the final connect MOIP final step, and then you can see that the MOIP account would be connected successfully, and you'll have your MOIP account ID being displayed there. And kindly note that the sellers also need to have the MOIP account to use the MOIP payment for their products purchase payment. So kindly go through the user guide once for more details on how to get the credentials from the MOIP account itself. And also note that the admin as well as the vendors need to set up their credentials for the MOIP payment, and then only the payment method would be available to use as per the set configurations from the admin backend panel. Now let's see how the MOIP Bulleto payment option works at the checkout page. So for that, I'll just go again back to my orders, and I'll be reordering that order that we just placed. To understand more on how to get the MOIP's key token and the public key, you can check our user guide that I've made available within the description below of this particular video. And from here, you'll be able to create your sandbox or the production keys, tokens, and public keys. So just navigate to MOIP Wirecard company, and you just need to register there. And after you have registered and logged into your MOIP account panel, on the right hand side you need to tap and choose the configuration option under your account panel, and thereafter you will be able to get the access keys, MOIP key, and the MOIP token along with the public key as well. So here we have the token, key, and the public key, and thereafter you'll be able to configure your payment method under your own account panel there. So here we are on the checkout page once again, and I'll just choose my shipping method. Freight is also a shipping method available in Brazil and for the Brazilian postal codes, and basically it provides different carriers, and the sellers can provide various carriers to the customers, and then the customers can choose any one of them to get their shippings. So this is another module, and thereafter I'll just choose this one thing. Now tap next, and here at the payment selection page, I'll tap here on the MOIP Bulleto, and I'll be tapping here on the place order button thereafter. And after that, the order gets placed, and then the customer can check the details of his orders under the my orders section once again. Coming back to that, and now let's go to the admin backend panel, and let's see what different initial configuration settings are there for the web store admin. So for that, now let's go to the admin backend panel. So I've already logged into my account here for the admin panel on my Magento 2 multi-vendor marketplace web store. And for the initial configurations, we'll navigate through stores, and then under settings we'll tap the configuration option. So the MOIP gateway for the Wirecard supports all credit cards and debit cards from American Express, Diners Club, Discover, and JCB to Maestro, MasterCard, and Visa. For the fee and cost of the details of the Wirecard, you can check their website for the same. And here on the configuration page under the web cool block, we'll just scroll down here, and we'll go to the general tab, and under the general tab we'll be tapping here on the currency setup, and here we'll choose the base currency as the Brazilian real. So we'll just choose it out. So here we'll be choosing our base currency as Brazilian real. And thereafter we can set up the default display currency, and we can choose that as your own requirement, and you can also choose allowed currencies here. So the allowed currency needs to be set by the admin, and the admin can allow more than one currencies as well. And after setting up the currencies here, the admin needs to set up the merchant country location, and the merchant country should be set for the Brazil itself using this payment method. So to set up the payment method and the merchant country location, we'll be navigating through sales and then payment methods. So here we have sales, and then we have the payment methods. I'll just open that up in another window, and I'll just save this particular configuration here for the time being. So after we have configured the currency options and we have chosen the default display currency as Brazilian real and Brazilian real, then the admin basically will navigate through stores configuration, sales, payment method, and the merchant location. And here the admin can choose his merchant location as Brazil. And thereafter the admin can now configure the MOIP payment system. So for that he'll navigate through stores configuration, sales, payment methods, and MOIP configuration. And here he can choose it like for the sandbox as well as for the live or the production mode. And under MOIP configuration, here you can choose the sandbox mode, and then you need to set up the sandbox key token and the public key that you will get from the MOIP website after registering yourself. And similarly we have the MOIP configuration for the production one. If you choose sandbox mode as no, then you can set up the live key token and the public key for your MOIP account. And I've already told you how you can get the MOIP keys token and the public key in this particular video itself. Apart from that, you can check our user guide and go to this section, that's how to get MOIP key token and the public key. Alright, and then you can set up the MOIP credit card configuration. This is also just below the MOIP configuration, and here you can choose whether to use the credit cards or not. You can set up the title for the credit cards accordingly so that the customers can understand that they'll have to use their credit cards under that particular title. You can set up the installments here by choosing a yes. You can choose the interest type as simple, and other ones are also available there. You can also choose to set up the installment months, and you can also specific months can be chosen here, and accordingly the interest rates for the multiple installments can be set up. And lastly, the admin can set the payment from applicable countries and payment from specific countries as well. And so the interest type is simple interest and the compound interest. And for the installment months to be paid in all months, the admin can set the installment months for specific set of months there. And thereafter just the admin needs to save that particular configuration, and this particular plugin is ready to go within your Magento multi-vendor marketplace for receiving the payments from the customers. And that's how it works. And if you still have any questions, queries, or suggestions or requirements, then you can always get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you may raise a ticket at webcool.us.com. Thanks for watching this particular video and have a great